I think baseball chose me, and I feel like there's a reason that I'm put into this. It's far beyond just me hopefully going and winning a World Series and becoming a Hall of Famer. Like, there's something that I bring to baseball that it brings to me. So my goal is just to show everybody that, like, it's hard, but it's definitely worth pushing through. Like, it doesn't matter how big, how small you are. I mean, it's definitely accomplishable. I was born actually in Bronx, New York. My dad is from New York as well. My mom was born in the Virgin Islands. She moved to New York, I think pretty young, so. And my dad was born, I believe, in Queens. So my dad's pharmaceutical rep, and then my mom works in education. My mom played a little bit of softball, not in college, just a little bit in high school and stuff like that. And then my dad, living in New York, he played every type of street ball you can imagine. He played football, he played basketball, played baseball. I mean, he played everything. It just wasn't, I guess, he couldn't get into that path of going to college and was not going to professional. But I mean, they've always played sports.
What posters did you have on the wall when you were a kid?
Yankees. It's never been a team but the Yankees. Sounds messed up, but I hated the Marlins at the time. But just because we always had good players, but we would trade them, and then they would go off to other teams and play amazing. So, I mean, that kind of drove me nuts. But, I mean, my dad grew up in New York. My mom grew up in New York. My family pretty much grew up in New York. I mean, kind of, you turn into a Yankee fan, so, yeah. So I have two younger brothers and a younger sister. One underneath me is Jaden, he's 18 years old. The one underneath him is Jadiel, he's 13 years old. And the one under him is a girl, and she's Janelle, and she's 6 years old. I am super tight. I mean, growing up, it was usually just me and Jaden for a long time. And then Jadiel came along, so we kind of all got really close. I mean, kind of did everything together, whether that came to playing video games, playing sports. And then Janelle came around, and she kind of runs the house now. So a little 6-year-old with the heart and mind of a 30-year-old, it's kind of crazy, but I mean, I love her. So Jaden has a disability. He has Williams syndrome, so it's a heart disease. He had to get heart surgery. I think he was like 2 years old, open heart surgery. So I mean, I've kind of known my whole life that he's had a disability. Kind of treated him like, I mean, my normal, like, I mean, because that's what he is. There were times that I had to take a step back because I was just being a little too rough or whatever the case was. But I mean, honestly, like, if you were to meet him right now, you couldn't even tell. Like, that's kind of just how he is. That's kind of how we want him to be, because we want him to have his own life, his own type of things where people won't treat him differently. So we moved when I was about like 2 or 3 years old. I mean, honestly, New York living situation isn't really the best. Just like traveling wise, it's not very ideal for just raising, honestly, young children. And then just kind of the life with baseball as well. That kind of is not the best place to play at, honestly. You kind of gotta come down south where the best competition is and stuff like that. And kind of just like, we didn't know at that time that baseball was gonna become so serious, but we knew that that was something that I enjoyed playing. And obviously in the cold weather, it's not very fun to play as well. So kind of just moved down and kind of joined my aunt who lived down there. Just kind of just started life down there. The earliest memories are really just sports, like hitting my first home run. I don't know what age exactly, but I do know for a fact that my dad was there, and I think my mom was there as well. I don't know, it's been such a long time. But I know for sure it was fun. Definitely something that sticks in my brain forever. Probably also going to Cooperstown. We won it. Cooperstown is a tournament that you play in when you're like 12. There's like 104 teams all from across the country. And so we'll play against each other. It's not until you get into the championship game where you get to play in front of a crowd. We probably had close to 3,000 people there. I mean, when you're 12, I mean, that's like a whole world is watching you. In high school, it was only baseball. Played some soccer in middle school. But I mean, for the most part, it's always been baseball. Like, I would have loved to play basketball or real football. Mom just always was scared with at least real football, the injuries that can come with it. And then basketball, the season always like overlapped a little bit. So I kind of just never had time to actually start preparing for baseball if that was the case. So, I mean, I just kind of just always chose baseball. That was kind of my best sport anyways. I honestly didn't even know baseball was ever going to turn into this. So playing through middle school, I kind of just played because I thought it was fun. I was always undersized, underweight, so I didn't really know how my path would turn out. I kind of just knew that I loved it, that I loved the people around it, and I knew that it brought me and my family joy. And it wasn't really until my senior year of high school, like I'm talking about December going to January of graduation, like I didn't even know where baseball was going to take me. I was currently committed to Rice going into in my senior year, and I kind of just thought like baseball was done. I was just gonna go play it because I thought it was fun in college, and I knew that I could get a scholarship, and I was committed to Rice, so I knew that I would be able to go to a school with a good degree and become a mechanical engineer. This is kind of what I wanted to do. And then it wasn't until I had just like one really good tournament, I got in front of the right people. I was still undersized, but I just knew that I knew that I could put in the work, and I knew that I was very hardworking and that nothing was really gonna stop me. And once I saw and that confidence in myself that I could hang with the best of the best, that's kind of when everything flipped the switch. And I was like, okay, well, I need to switch my focus into this is the profession I want instead of mechanical engineering. And so Alabama came around, and from there just kind of took that opportunity and ran with it. Baseball's awesome, but you need to have a plan behind it, because when it comes to injuries and just the way the baseball world works is one day you're there, the next day you can be completely gone. So, I mean, it's always good to have a backup plan. It's always good to have something to fall back on. And so for me, school is that thing. Like, my mom is very educated when it comes to that, and she always just wanted me to make sure that I knew what I wanted to do. And so mechanical engineering was something that I thought was cool. I didn't really know too much about it I wanted to do. I just knew that I enjoyed building stuff, and I knew that engineering would probably be a way to go. And I kind of just sitting there and messing with things. Like, when it comes to Legos, I love building stuff. I just thought that that was always something cool. Like, I always thought the architecture of buildings and how they can come about building it and it doesn't fall or collapse. It's the best thing ever. So I kind of thought that that was something I wanted to go into.
Are you good at math?
I am. I'm very good. My mom has a math brain, and so that's kind of just been my thing. I knew that I'd be fine when it comes to numbers. So my whole goal is just obviously play professional baseball for however long, then I'm gonna come back to school and see if I can get into engineering type of stuff. My whole dream, obviously since I was 3 years old, has been a professional athlete, professional baseball player. So, I mean, I had to put myself in the best position to go and grab that. And so, I mean, Rice was an amazing place. Don't get me wrong, I could have definitely gone there and reached to where I needed to be, but I knew that playing as a freshman was very important to me. And being in the SEC, I mean, it's the best conference for baseball. After that tournament, I spoke it out with my parents and my coaches, and they were like, I think we can get you to a spot that can benefit you a little more. And so I kind of just opened the recruiting process, and coaches came around and spoke to them, and kind of just went from there. What is there not to like? You had an amazing football program, basketball's on the come up. I mean, the campus is beautiful. It's just unbelievable. And I always wanted to leave the state, honestly. That's been something that my mom has been telling me since I was young. Go out of state, learn things on your own, learn all those battles, fight those battles by yourself, because, I mean, it's gonna pay off in the long run. And that's just something that I always kind of wanted to follow her and see how that would pay out for me. And I mean, after coming here, seeing the campus, being here, I mean, I just fell in love. I knew this was a place to be.
Billy, can you toss me one? Cutter. There it is. I'm working on my cutter so I can be a pitcher. Yeah. So you're telling me my cutter's terrible? Yeah.
Why did you gravitate to shortstop?
Honestly, I think it chose me. Because I was a utility player. Coming into Alabama, I wasn't a set shortstop. In high school, I played third, I played center, I played right, I played left, played a little bit of first, played a little bit of second. I played everywhere. So my whole goal when I played on a team was just to play wherever they needed me and just kind of play it at my best potential. I didn't care if I needed to go start at short or start at second. I just wanted to play. I just wanted to win. And if that meant me catching, I would go and do it. I'd figure it out. And so kind of coming into here, me and my family and advisor had spoke, and it was hey, I think shortstop is kind of where you need to be. That's kind of where you fit in the most. And I was like, listen, man, like I hadn't had played shortstop in a long time. I had played it a little in summer ball, but I mean, it had been honestly a couple of years since I really like played it. And so came in here, knew that there was definitely an opportunity because Jim Jarvis, the prior shortstop, had just graduated and got drafted. And so, I mean, they put me there, put me a little bit at second, and I just kept going back to short. And I kind of asked myself, I wonder why that is. And I really think it was just because like I was a natural leader in a way. I didn't really say much. I kind of just did it. I kind of just showed guys, hey, this is how things around here should be done, which is what I was taught, and kind of just went with the flow, really. Like I never really came into the field and said, yeah, this is my position. I just came in saying, let's play. Like I like competing. So I definitely do think shortstop's a place that I can play. I enjoyed playing a little short, play third, I can play second, but I think for the most part, shortstop is kind of where I'll stay for a little bit. I can see myself playing center field, honestly, but for the most part, short's kind of like my thing.
Are you able to communicate what it is you love about baseball so much?
I've learned so much from it, and I think that's why I love it so much. Like just not just on the baseball field, but just life in general. Like I've learned how to fail, and I feel like that's huge for people. A lot of people are scared of failing and kind of run away from it, but I'm kind of the opposite. Like I kind of like to bring it on. I feel like it shapes you, and it can obviously help allow you to deal with just life, because life isn't easy. I mean, not only that, it's just like my escape place. I feel like a lot of times people don't know where to go or what to do when they're feeling like in one of these moods of where like they're upset, they're sad and stuff like that. In baseball, for sure, I can go out there and play and just like let go of everything and just play for my guys. And it's a big team sport, and that's kind of been always my thing. Like I love being around people, I love helping others, and baseball is a team-oriented sport. So if you're not helping the guy next to you, if you're not picking him up, I mean, you're never really gonna play well.
If you hit the ball 3 out of 10 times, like you're great in baseball, but that means you have to fail 7 times. So you have to mentally learn to succeed in that environment.
So that's something that I've learned over the years, and it's been a battle for sure, but it's going well now, and I'm glad that I'm finally on the right track with that. Just a mental game, honestly, and that's like such a big thing in life that people don't really realize. Everything it's got to be the things that you can grasp and things like that, but it always starts with your mind. It's something that my mom taught me how to, like, honestly try to teach me at a young age. It was just hard to stick with me. It's 90-10. 90% is kind of how you deal with something mentally, and 10% is what actually happens. I'm trying to live by that, and now going forward, that's kind of been like my MO. And it's kind of just been working, really, because like baseball, you're going to fail so many times before you actually succeed. And in life, you're going to fail a lot of times. As just people kind of just forget about all the times they failed oftentimes, and just like, oh, look, I'm a perfect product. You know what I'm saying? Like all these professional athletes and great actors and artists and all these things, like no one really sees all the work and failure that they've gone through. So it's big to see that.
How do you exercise your mental game?
Really, baseball is my number one, I guess, instructor, really, because failing, whether that's like you can be at your highest of highs, or the next thing that's going to come is failure. Like baseball is such a great thing because there's going to be times where you're going to be really, really good, and there's going to be times where you're really, really bad. And as long as you keep the same mindset of just like pushing through and working hard and just knowing that there's a path that's already put out there, you just got to walk it. So
As a teammate, are you also like the big brother in a way?
I kind of always hung around older people. So I was never the older one until my siblings came around. Like I've had numerous older cousins who like would take me under their wing and like teach me all the things. So my mom has always told me I had like a older person mindset when it came to that things. Yeah, I'm still like I try to still have fun and be immature and stuff like that. But when it comes time to like being serious and like having to teach the people below me, hey, like this is what you got to do, this is what you got to not do and stuff like that. I mean, I try my hardest for my siblings to not get in trouble. Like I try to teach them, hey, this is what mom and dad don't like. This is what mom and dad do like. That way they don't do or have the same path that I did. Because my goal is for all the people behind me that I guess I have to mentor to have a better, I guess, life than I did. So, I mean, when it comes to the baseball field, I mean, I've always tried to like be that leader that kind of just does things by example, doesn't really have to talk about it too much. I'll take guys underneath my wing that I need to, But I mean, I kind of just treat everybody like they're my younger brother for the most part, because I feel like that's just like the best thing for me.
Do you think about that? Like, man, if I get drafted, but like how many years I'm gonna have to spend in the minors?
So the minor league life is definitely talked about a lot, because it's very rare that a player skips so many levels. I mean, nowadays, college guys are evolving. So now there is a lot more guys in the majors that are skipping through levels pretty quickly. But I mean, there's still time spent in the minors. So I mean, it's definitely thought about. It's something that when you get drafted to a team, you definitely have to think about heavily to see where you're gonna be at, what's gonna be in that city, what are you gonna bring to that city, how far is that from home. There's times where you're gonna be in the middle of nowhere playing baseball, and then the next day you have to drive 8 hours through the night to wake up and play a 6 o'clock game again. So I mean, that's really mentally tough to just have to be hooked in and just be so far from home and really just by nobody. You really have to love baseball to do it. But I mean, for the most part, like my end goal when it comes to getting drafted and playing is to get to the big leagues as fast as possible. And so kind of the way college is playing now, I mean, I'm in a pretty good spot to where I can hopefully fly through the system pretty quickly. I kind of do set some mini goals for myself, but I kind of learned, at least through my 2 years, at least being in the SEC and college baseball, that it's not just about you. There's a bigger thing that when you come to college, you're not just trying to get drafted. It's not like football where you have to go to college. There's obviously sometimes, if you're fortunate enough, the opportunity to get drafted at high school. So when you come to a university, you are not just coming here obviously to get drafted, but to bring this university something that hopefully hasn't been done in a long time. And so when it comes to that, all my personal goals will kind of be accomplished if the big overall goal is accomplished. So that is winning a national championship. So if we win a national championship, that means that all the pieces fell into place, which means that I played really good, all my mini goals have gotten met, and everybody else's did. And so we went and just accomplished everything. So that's kind of the way I look at it, as a team thing than myself, because then everything else kind of falls into place. Baseball is something that is hard, and if you put your mind to it, you can show the people around you like who you are and what you came from, and that's a beautiful thing. I mean, now coming after baseball, yeah, I mean, just for me, I just want to help everybody else who wasn't the biggest, wasn't the fastest, to just like show them like you can definitely get there. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people just overlook, is they think that, well, I'm not the most polished looking player ever, I might not make it. Well, I mean, I can name you probably about 15 guys in the MLB who aren't the most polished looking people, but I mean, they're having outstanding careers. I've never been out the country.
What? How's that possible?
I don't know. We've been trying to for a couple of years now. I guess this is still not considered out of the country, but it kind of is in a way. We're trying to go to Hawaii. But I've never been literally to another country. I want to really bad.
Why haven't you?
Just time. I mean, usually whenever the free time is like in the summer, and that's kind of when like it's been the busiest for me up until now at this point.
So sport is why.
Oh yeah, baseball has kind of taken over everyone's lives in my family, so.
Where do you want your first international trip to be?
I mean, this has always been like my place forever. It's Fiji. I mean, I want to go to an island like that. I mean, just like pretty much in the middle of the ocean. Growing up in Florida, I mean, we would go to the beach almost every weekend. And so that's kind of like another happy place for me, where I can just go out there, just chill, listen to the waves, listen to the music, maybe play some spike ball with the friends, and just like get outside of the whole world. And I feel like going to Fiji kind of will do the same feel for me. My name is Lebron. I'm a shortstop here at Alabama, and this is my story.